What's up, dogs? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the psychology of a seller and how and why they make the decisions that they make when selling a property. Selling a property could be a very emotional decision for most sellers, right? And you just got to remember, most people, well, everybody, they buy or sell based off of emotion, not logic, right? So when somebody is looking to sell a property, like they actually want and need to sell this property, there is a reason why. There's a reason why that it's emotionally tied to this property, right? Where if they sell this property, they're either going to solve a problem or they're going to get closer to accomplishing a goal that they want to accomplish, right? So when it's important to understand when you're talking to sellers that they have a motive, they have a reason to why they need to sell this property. And I see so many people, they make the mistake of going on to these calls and thinking about what they want to accomplish. Like me as an investor, right? So like a lot of people, they make the mistake of, I want to go into these calls and I want to buy this house sub 2 and I want to make this a rental property and all this and all that, when it really doesn't matter. What matters is what drove this person to decide to want to sell their property and what problem is it going to solve for them, right? So if you go into it with that mindset, with like, I need to be interested in this seller and understand what they're thinking, understand how they're feeling, understand what it's like to be in their shoes, right? And why they're making the decisions that they're making, you're going to get so much further. You're going to have way better conversations. Less people are going to curse you out. More sellers are going to like you. And result, you're going to do a lot more deals. And this decision is such an emotional one is because most sellers only buy or sell 1 to 2 properties in their lifetime. Right? You're the crazy one who went to this real estate seminar to figure out, and go one of these YouTube channels to figure out how to talk to sellers, how to buy properties, right? How to build a massive portfolio. Most people aren't thinking that. Most people want to buy 1 or 2 houses in their lifetime, right? Or they only ever buy 1 or 2 houses in their lifetime. They may want to buy more, but they just don't, right? And usually when they sell, like I said, there's a problem. Right. So it's our job to figure out what that problem is. Now there's either 1 or 2 things that can happen, and 1 or 2 things that we're looking for, that we're searching for on these calls. Because if one of these 2 things aren't present, there's no reason for us to provide a solution or give an offer or even be on the phone with this person at all, right? If they have no problem. So the one is that, right? They have a problem. They have pain. Some of this pain could be there's a pre-foreclosure situation where they lose their job and they can't pay their mortgage anymore. So now they owe the bank and the bank is trying to take their property for them. Or maybe there's a probate situation where somebody in their family passed away and they passed this property down to them. Now there's a lot of times where, like, I know me personally, I'm thinking if a property gets passed down to me, that's a good thing. But a lot of people, they don't want that property, right? They don't want that problem. They look at it as a problem, right? They don't know what to do. They don't know how to make money, right? Because a property is an asset until it's making you money. So there's a lot of people who get properties passed down to them. One of the most types of motivated sellers is a accidental landlord, right? Somebody who never wanted to be a landlord in the first place, but a property got passed down to them, or they ended up becoming a landlord at some point and they have no clue what to do or no desire, right? So there's many, many, many different reasons as to somebody would sell their property due to pain, right? Now it's our job to figure that out, deep dive and see, is there pain here? And if there is, now we want to twist the knife, right? We want to dig deeper into that motivation. And we actually just dropped a video on how to dig deeper on motivation. You can watch it up here. And what that does is that, remember, people make decisions emotionally, right? So if you can pull heartstrings a little bit and you can get them emotionally involved in making a decision, then you can, shift their emotions from being sad to being excited and happy when you show them the solution to their problem, right? So it's important for us to understand first, is there a problem that we need to solve? And if there is, let's figure out what that is and get the 5 parts of that problem, 5 parts of that motivation so we can come up with a solution, right? So that's number 1. Either there's pain or there's gain on the other hand, right? That's the second reason that somebody would want to sell their property, is to gain something, right? Maybe they want to use this money to go buy a boat. Maybe they want to use this money to go buy some more properties, right? Maybe they're just getting old and they don't want to manage it anymore and they want to continue to cash flow for the rest of their life, right? Like that's gain. They want to release the problem of being a landlord and they want to gain their time, freedom, money back, right? So it's either pain or gain that people are looking to accomplish when wanting to sell their property. When you're reaching out to these sellers, right? It's our job to reach out to these sellers and figure this out. And you have to realize that these sellers have no clue who the hell you are. They don't want to talk to you. Because why? Because you're taking the time out of your day to learn how to be a better salesperson, right? And a lot of times salespeople get a bad name, right? So sellers are thinking like, man, this person's just trying to steal my equity, right? This is the wholesaler trying to steal my equity. They just want to lowball me, right? And their guard is up, right? Their guard is up when they're looking to sell it because this is a big decision. Because again, people only sell or buy 1 to 2 houses in their lifetime. So this is one of their prized possessions. This is one of the biggest decisions that they will ever make in their life. Why would they sell to you if you're not confident, convicted, you don't have your shit together, and you're not actually trying to help this person solve their problem, right? So understand when you're calling these people, their guards will be up because they have no clue who you are. Understand that you're not the only person calling them, right? Understand that you are not their only option to sell. They can sell to another real estate agent. They can sell to their uncle who has a real estate license. They can keep it. They can make it a rental property. They can do a lot other than sell this property to you, right? They're not obligated to sell the property to you. They're not obligated to talk to you, right? So who do you think they're more inclined to work with? Somebody who is actually intentionally curious and interested in them and their situation and how they can actually solve their problem? Or do you think they're going to work with somebody who is selfish, only gives a shit about themselves, right? And is worried about, oh, can I make this a rental? Can I Airbnb this? Can I make it a sub 2, right? And you're just pitching solutions that don't solve the seller's problem. They only solve yours. So remember, when you're getting on these calls, stop thinking about you for a second. Think about the seller. Think about everything we just talked about and how what they're actually thinking about when they make a decision, right? Is it either pain or gain that they're trying to run from or run towards, right? And now take your time and dive deep and figure out what the actual motivation is, what the problem is, and then we can come back and come up with the best solution that actually solves their problem, right? So it's not about you. Stop being selfish. Let's make sure we are interested in these sellers. And remember, you're not the only one calling them. You're not the only option they have. All right, if you found any value in this video, make sure you share it and like the video.
Yo, we're almost at 500 people in the Discord.
And if you want to be dog number 500, make sure you join the Discord now. I'll see you in there.
They tryna talk, they not in a room. I've been so real, I'm